I'm finally recording after months. I just pray that this video bless somebody for how long it took me to actually get back to recording. Um, it took a lot of courage, boldness, praying, because I've been dealing with so much warfare and fear, recording the video. I'm just not really comfortable recording myself on camera like this. Like right now I feel awkward, but I feel like God been telling me like record, get back on it and record. And it's been months. After the last video I recorded, I continued to work out. I started recording due to not feeling comfortable being on camera. But I would see so many videos of people like saying like God speaking to you, or you need to do this, you need to do that, but just having people seeing me on camera and listen to my voice, like it feels weird to me. It does. Because my whole life I grew up being shy, fearful to speak out in the front of a group of people. But as I've been on my journey with God, He has been teaching me so much. Like He's saying, like He don't care how I view myself. He said that He care how He views me, and that He didn't give me a spirit of fear. And I was like, okay, Father. Which I said okay, but it didn't happen just like that overnight. But and it made me realize that He finally was calling me. When every time I would get on YouTube, like I said already, like I see videos of other people recording themselves when they saying like, how God been telling me this, or God wants you to do this. And so I started my journey. Like I said already on my video, where God was like 2020, the end of 2020 to going on 2021. But never in the million years that I thought God would use me to be called to ministry. You know what I mean? Still in the way I'm right now, like, God, are you sure? And to make YouTube videos, I mean, I always imagine myself doing YouTube videos, but me being self-conscious of how I look on camera and how I sound. But I think about another funny thing was back in 2020, I had said that I wanted to do a podcast and talking about life with being single, knowing your worth and other things, but still never thought that He was going to call me to ministry. So I've been writing down notes, as God been saying, like writing down things like that I've been wanting to say, or He wanted me to say. And but I'm realizing more and more that how He really was, like He really been taking me through like the journey of preparing me to speak or to help out a lot of people with speaking his word and telling people how he helped me to overcome so many things. And so he put it on my mind, I think it was maybe earlier today when I kept thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm gonna record the video today, I'm gonna record today. As I was walking in the park today, something just came to my mind. It was like, there's purpose in the pain. There's purpose in the pain. I just kept saying, it's purpose in the pain. It's purpose in the pain. So it brought me back to think about, it's purpose in the pain. And I said, God, you want me to record. That's what you want me to finally record the video and upload another video. And so as I started writing down the things of what I was thinking about, what I was going to what I was going to say on the video, and then Holy Spirit reminded me of how I said back in 2020, how I started talking about God to a lady. She was saying about how she deal with anxiety and I think she said depression. And so I heard her talking about it, and I was telling her about how I was having panic attacks and the things that I had did, how Jesus led me, how he led me through it when I started dealing with the panic attacks and having anxiety. First time ever having a panic attack, I didn't know what to do. I thought something was like literally was wrong with me. Like I was like, I need help. Something not right. And if anybody ever had a panic attack, then you know what I'm talking about. You know how it makes you feel. Your heart hurt. You're breathing hard. You don't know, you like, what's wrong with me? But that's how I was feeling. But I knew one thing. I knew when I was dealing with it, they never know what it was. The first thing I knew was to call Jesus. At this time, I wasn't even walking in my journey. But I knew to say Jesus, 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 and it helped me. But back to the story, still what I was telling the lady about what I did to help me to deal with anxiety. How Jesus led me. So once I started once I began listening to godly words, which this is what Jesus was leading me to do. But before this, I already was saying that I was going to read my Bible the full year. I was going to listen to the Bible as I walked the park. And then that's when I feel like I started dealing with the panic attacks. But I continued to walk more. And I was just telling her, I was like, you can overcome it because God helped me. You know, his son, Jesus helped me. I was telling her that I started falling asleep to godly words in my ear. Like I had the Beats headphones. Like that was the only way that I could sleep peacefully. I was hearing them, I had to hear them scriptures, them words, godly words. And so, and also worship music helped a whole lot. And I was telling her that. And at this time though, still not knowing God was using me, but what Holy Spirit showed me now, like, it was saying, you know how you told that lady how to handle this or how to get over this by speaking about me, talking about me. And so he reminded me, the Holy Spirit reminded me, was saying that it helped her. Like the lady was saying, like that was a good idea. The things that I was telling her, how to help her to cope with what she was dealing with, because she said she was already doing therapy, but it'll help, but it wasn't fully helping her. And so she just kept going on. She was just saying that she thanked me for telling her that and for helping her out. And she said she was gonna start doing all the things that I was telling her that helped me. So this what got me to still go ahead and record the video. I feel like God was telling me to do it. And I was hearing the video, like, it kept saying, go back to what God already had you do in the beginning. It kept saying, go back for what God had you do in the beginning. So my mind kept thinking, like, well, he had me do the videos. But I did not want to record. But when you don't obey, you're not gonna have peace. And I wasn't having peace for months. When I did record. But as I began to finally obey, there's so many thoughts that came to my head about record this, record that. I was dealing with fear plus spiritual warfare, and I said, God, okay. But I told him, I was like, Father, but I was like, well, can I record when I get my hair done? But remind you, this was way back. I said this way back in January. I got my hair done at the end of February. And now it's almost June of 2025. So I did not hold to my word. Because now it's like, it's almost time for me to take my hair down. I got my hair done way in the end of February when I was getting ready for my first ministry trip to New Orleans. But it's just funny now that I just keep thinking about it. Like, I told God, I was like, God, okay, I'll do it when I get my hair done. I did not do it because I still didn't feel like I was ready for it. Like, me to really record myself on camera like that, just, it's not me. Like, I'm all for, I take pictures. I do that all day. And I have did the Dove Smash videos, the funny videos. I did that before. But me literally talking on camera, no. But have I ever thought about it, imagining? Yes. I always, as a kid, I had imagined myself. I was like, well, what one day? I was like, I might could be an actor or a model. But then I got to think about it. Well, no, I have to be on camera. So I don't know about that. Because I didn't like to be in the front scene. But I continue to hear videos about God wants you to come out of hiding. God wants you to come from behind the scenes. I was like, well, I feel like he talking to me. I'm like, I'm not for sure. But now it's just like the little pieces of the puzzle just all just coming together. Like, yeah, he was talking to me. Because I have been through a journey where I have been going through so much. Like, because of my life not looking like how I thought it would look like at the time right now. I just had a birthday in March, turned 34. I thought my life was gonna be completely different versus what it looks like now. I'm blessed, I can't complain about it, but I still have went through some trials, tribulations. I've been through some hardships. So I'm not saying what I'm going through that it's been easy, have not been easy at all. But God has been getting me through so much. Like, so much. I've been hurt for the past, couple of years. From losing my grandmother. From not my life looking like I thought it would look. And I just had to come to terms like, well, okay, well, God, I'm just waiting on you. And that's not always easy. When you continue being grounded in him and waiting on the promise to be fulfilled, it's hard. And it can be hard at times. Especially when you're dealing with the enemy, because he'll put so much things on your brain to make you feel like that God would not deliver that promise for you, the thing that you've been waiting on. But like I said, God been wanting me to record, so I do hope and pray that this video do help somebody. Really, really do. But I'm still looking at my notes because I don't want to forget what I was thinking and what the Holy Spirit was having me thinking at the time. And I say to anybody like this having, I guess I say having a hard time finding their purpose or their calling, if they're on their journey with God. The thing is, what he's been showing me is to continue to seek him, because we don't know everything, and it may be hard for us to know it. It took me some time to learn, but I was praying, but I was like, God, show me my purpose. What is my purpose? And things just kept coming on my brain. I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to do this, maybe I'm supposed to do this. But I'm continuing to realize what he want me to do. Because as I've been on this journey, he have had me to talk to so many strangers, to pray with so many strangers, like something I've never done before. But I just say, if anybody need help, I say seek him. Like fully seek him. Ask him for help, because that's what he wants us to do. He wants us to ask for his help, because he know that we can't do it on our own. I used to always think I could do everything on my own, be in control of everything. But when you walking with God, you have no control. You can try it, but it's still not gonna feel good. I'm telling you right now. But I believe just seek him and tell him to reveal to you. But I'm telling anybody, it's not easy. It's not an easy journey walking with God, but it's worth it. Because you have to die to your flesh every day. Literally every day to walk with him. But it's worth it. Because how he remind me, like the things, like if I have been suffering, going through things, but I have to remind myself, like, he gave his only begotten, like he gave his son up for us. Like, I always ask myself, would I do that? Would I give up my child for this world? And like, that's something you really have to think about, but that's how much that he loves us. We might not see it in that way because of what we may go through, because of hard times, troubles. But he truly do love us. But at the same time, just like our Father here on earth, we have to learn things. We have to we have to go through things and learn consequences, the test. Like, we have to learn things about life. And it's just truly what he wants us to do. He wants us to learn so much. I think what else? But like I said, this journey is not easy, but it's worth it. The past almost 5 years, I've been on this journey walking with him. I have been going through it because God was delivering me from so many things that I was dealing with. From fear, anxiety, things that I had in my heart, like unforgiveness. It was a lot. But as I was still going on the journey, he was revealing so many things about myself, others, and separation. Like, he's definitely going to separate you. That I could not understand. But now I understand that you have to be separated in order for him to fix you. Because if you keep going around what broke you or what offended you or what continued to hold you down, it's hard. It's hard to heal from that if you continue to keep going back from what he's trying to heal you from, or what he's trying to mold you to be. Like, if that where you going back to is nothing like what Jesus wants for you, what God wants for your life. So I had to come to terms with it because it was getting lonely. But he still put people in a place of that. Like, he replaced other people and put them there. And it was godly people, Christian, like the new church that I was able to go to. Like, he just kept putting people to help me still to this day now. So God is very intentional with what he do. But like I said, once again, I just pray that this video helps somebody. Because God really wanted me to, he said, he keeps saying record. Like, I'm like, God, me? Like, but I just think about like how still going, when I was going through so much, still to this day, I just continued to keep seeking his face. Kept going to my knees and crying and praying to him, asking for his help. Because that's what he wants us to do. He want us to have a heart of humility, like to know that we can't do it on our own, to know that we need his help. And we truly need his help. Once again, I just said, I pray this helps someone. And y'all be blessed.